a warrior. Everybody has some level of fight in them. They just have to be able to dig it out of themselves. And some people have more of the gene than others. They call it a warrior gene. And they have that ambition, they have that drive, they have that determination, they have that aggressiveness that you see the highest level of athlete have. Somebody like a Dustin Poirier is a natural born fighter. That's all he knows. And these are those, uncommon amongst uncommon people. And I think fighters have that. I think the tactical population with some of the tier 1 guys that we've been able to work with and talk to, they all have that in them. That's what separates the regular people, the general people that just, want to go through life, and the ones that actually want to put themselves through an uncomfortable situation to figure out who they are and what they're made of.
There are two things in that, let's say, warrior mindset, if you call it like this, to be avoided. Number one is to run away. Because running away means that whatever just came into your life, you can't learn from it anymore, because there is again distance between that new situation and yourself. And at the same time, there is no connection, meaning you can't have an influence on it. So therefore, number one, face it. Number one, face it. And number two now, and this is also a quite difficult part, no one is born as a superhero. And nobody is naturally born as being a strong and confident personality. These are things that from time to time, from situation to situation, start to emerge from inside of you, because it's growing inside of you based on how you are behaving towards yourself. And now after finding yourself in a situation that is challenging to you, it also takes a different type of mindset to also be able to say that I'm not well prepared enough. I'm not good enough at the moment to take that challenge. And afterwards, prepare. So that means, number one, don't run away. And number two, be honest to yourself. Those two things, if you keep them in mind and then just put time, effort into practice, I think is the key to step by step build something up about yourself, about your life, about your character and personality that will give you some strong fundament in order to tackle everything that this world is going to throw at you. The two things to keep in mind is you do not look away when challenges come, and number two is you don't blame yourself if at that moment in time you are not able to face it. The only thing you're gonna do is you step back, you take time for yourself, you invest the work and prepare yourself to return. Yes, and that means this is an attitude that very often inside the training within the Shaolin Temple, we're trying to tickle that out from our students, tickle that out from ourselves. Just because sometimes people relate to us as being like masters, it only means we understood something. We are not superhuman. We are not perfect. But I know that every time I face something and I feel, okay, I'm not good enough at the moment, at least I know what needs to be done. And so for me, in a way, every time I face something, every time I'm being exposed to a new challenge, every time when I feel it's a challenge, it only tells me there again is a chance now to grow, let's say. Now, of course, some people might say, yeah, but what's the point of this growing? What do you mean by growing? Why would I always need to accept every challenge just for the sake of growing? Because this growing is the opposite of something is decreasing, something is dying, something is closing up. To grow, to open up, is the same as to bring light into the things. It doesn't matter what challenges it is that you are facing there. It is the fundamental principle behind it that you do not run away. That you are open for everything that is being thrown at you. It is this type of mindset to also understand, I didn't ask for an easy life. I take what comes. If it leaves, I let it pass.
Once you realize what you really, where is your path, then you will know what you have to do. The most powerful human is when he is like most simple, the normal. But to be a normal, to simple, you have to go through hard work to achieve the real simpleness, real stillness, real simple mind, which is capable to do anything in this world. And then it's up to you to use that power to create something beautiful. My father died when I was 5, so this is I think one of the most important thing in my life. But I remember when my mom told me that in the bathroom of my grandma, somewhere inside you understand that now is the time to be a man. And this is the like few points of the life when you realize. I think that was the point when I started to find myself like a true strength in myself, to be a man of the family, to be the strongest guy in our family, then the strongest guy in the village, in the city, and right now in the world.
At the same time now, like looking out at in the society, I also think that sometimes this strong mindset is also not existing anymore because of the lack of movement. So because it's very simple. Look, even in the disciplines that you are practicing, lifting the weights, there is that moment where the animal comes out. There is that moment where it's like your animal instinct comes out, which is producing suddenly more of this power. There is something which wants to push through it. In the different methods of what we are practicing here, there are also things to call out this type of instinct. But now, the MMA fighters, they have it. Everybody who practices this type of physical activity that at some point is related to a very high extent of energy, let's say. You have that moment where you need to push yourself to bring out that energy, to bring out that fire. But if your daily walk, if your daily week is only sitting in front of your desk and doing, office work, that fire doesn't come out. And if it comes out, it goes in the wrong direction. It goes in the direction of the head. It goes into the head because you're angry about something. But this fire of angriness and the fire of motivation are two different ones. Because the fire of angriness is something you cannot, in a way, control. But the fire of motivation, the fire of trying to achieve something for a better version of yourself is something that if you practice it long enough, you can recall it. Because you have that fire inside of you. And this is where I also think that sentence, strong mind goes together with strong body. I think there is a similarity with it. Because you cannot reach to have a strong body if there is not the fuel behind it that gave you the push, the motivation to do so in order that you finally develop in that direction. So, and a lot of different jobs that are existing nowadays, or let's say the lifestyle, it is the lack of movement, it is that lack of physicality, and therefore also the lack of that mindset. That when hard times come, you just push through.
What is the best thing, what you can take from the deepest level of ourselves? Then you can see the path. Then you can see the path, how you went through all these obstacles, why you did that, and why you wanted this, to be a full man, full person, full adult. Yeah, you can see everything purely.
At the moment, you feel like this challenge is overwhelming you. Look at it. It's okay. You've got so many good things in your life. This is just one little thing. You can deal with this. And that injection of perspective and confidence is so important to people at the critical moments of their career. Somebody with an arm around the shoulder saying, you can deal with this. What's the worst that can happen?
It's something you have to really be passionate about, because if you don't have this burning desire within you, if you don't really love to be in the gym and train and love bodybuilding and sculpting your physique, then this might not be for you, because it does really take a toll on you personally, but you have to understand that it takes a massive toll on the people around you too.
I think we've gone down the wrong path in trying to make our children too happy without challenging them, giving them what they want. It's so easy now in this world of ours to offset their needs by giving them.
But at the same time, taking it a little bit more literal, a little bit more martial, it also means a warrior, that you at the same time have the physical abilities to interfere. A warrior is sent. A warrior has or feels the obligation. If something is out of balance out there, I'm gonna fix it. Or you try. And if you try and you fail, you try harder next time. But you don't give up on that statement that you're giving to yourself. So, and in that sense, and especially that the Shaolin warriors are embedded in the field of martial arts, the full picture is you need to have a capable body. But if I would express it like this too often, maybe there will be a group of people that say, yeah, but I can't anymore because of this and this issue, so how can I still participate in the Shaolin teaching? You can, of course. That's why I'm telling this the whole time, that it's not about this martial aspect. But if you want to have a glimpse into how in the past Shaolin warriors were living, why they were called like this, it's possible to find it out. And that means you are using methods to bring something out of the body that the average person does not have. It's not only that you're physically able. It is something very strange. It is something that inside of you access something different in you. There is a famous saying which is called Gui Shou Fo Shen. Demon's hand, Buddha heart. It's an old Shaolin saying. Develop the demon hand, while at the same time maintain the Buddha's heart. Demon and Buddha. You might say they are both very two different sides. Yeah, you need both. You need both. Demon hand, demon heart, no good. Then you are going to become a threat for this world. Demon hand, Buddha heart. Well, to be able to access something and then decide upon your heart whether to use it or not.
Because there was no other choice. There was no other choice. There was not another choice after loss like that. I'm not losing the fights, especially like that. I was not born for the losing fights. No. And especially like that, I lose the second time. That was something what was not honorable for me. That was something really bad. I need to make a change in my life. I need to change in my style, in my attitude, how I'm fighting, what I'm doing, why I'm doing, and all these things, or never fight again. When I said something like this, I have to do, especially the preparational camp, like something what will stay in you through all the times. Study hard, study the real martial arts. To be a real martial artist, it's not like I'm training, I'm going for training, then I'm going for foods. No. When I train, there is no other things in my life what can be similar. The training and the fighting is my life. In that moment, there is nothing else. The skill is not, you cannot see or understand what I can say. You have to just go that way to understand that. I'm just saying that going through all the situations, going through the opponent, live fully your life.
In the field of martial arts, it's impossible, even in that system I mentioned before of the graduation system. What does graduation system means? You learn something for 3 months, you prepare yourself, then comes the test where you deliver. Then you practice another 3 months, get new content, and then a few months later, you need to deliver again. So that means you also have some small milestones along the way. So it's impossible in the field of martial arts that your teacher, your master, would ever bring you to the next level if before you did not prove yourself in some way. Prove yourself means I'm giving something out, I give some methods to you. And in 3 months, we're going to see each other again. Of course, I want to see the same. So what did you do with what I gave you? If you still have not used that knowledge, if it still hasn't come out of you, it's pointless for me to give you the next. So in such a way, it means every time when we receive some new knowledge, some new practices, now it's about you have a goal. You want to master it. You want to understand, you want to incorporate that method into your daily practice, that you understand what is this method doing with me? How does it affect me? This is in a way one goal that we always have. So now when it comes to the question of how should this type of teaching, does it actually fit or does not fit to the way of setting yourself different goals like in the business field? I think it's very important to have some vision in the mind of what you would like, in a way, of how you would like to develop yourself. A vision, a direction. Never a concrete vision, never a concrete picture, a direction, I would say. This is where you are like putting, let's say, directing your antenna, let's say like this. You just put it out. This world, I at the same time think, is not there to fulfill your expectations. So it can be you are aligning your mind towards the goal, you are trying your best. It doesn't mean it's going to happen for you. If it happens for you, it was the right time, it was your right decision, it was the right action that you took, and it was your right destiny, or it was the right karma that brought you this, let's say, success. But not everybody it is going to work like this. So once again, things can only happen if you plant them before in the mind. If you never plant them in the mind, if you don't even set this goal, that goal cannot even come. Even if it would come, you would not recognize it. So if it is important for you that you achieve something in this lifetime, I think this achievement needs to have the start in the mind. You need to see that achievement in the mind already, the direction of it at least. Yeah. So the only thing, once again, let's say you have aligned your mind to the goal. You base your action and then all of this, and it goes still, let's say, wrong. Now it's a difficult time, but it's also a good time to now observe how much are you actually attached to your goal. Because if this failing of achieving that goal draws you down too much, your perspective about life is wrong. Because the goal achievement is something that happens within your lifetime. It's smaller than your lifetime. It's a small project that just went wrong right now. So you can't let that small thing pull down this big thing. That's the wrong perspective. You must now find, okay, this one failed. I still have my life. Where do I now start new again in there and figure out? So it's a question of perspective. If you realize that any type of goal setting, any type of project that you're doing, if this is taking too much of your life quality, of your satisfaction about life, if it takes it away, the perspective may be a little bit wrong. Because this life is not here to make you suffer. This life is here to make you understand what is your potential. And you maybe think, my potential is to become a filmmaker. And then it fails and you don't become a filmmaker. Yeah, because maybe your potential is not in there. Maybe there is something bigger that you can become. Filmmaker, one day, maybe. But in this lifetime, there is something else for you to achieve. This is also meaning, discover your potential. But if you are stuck on, no, this is what I want, I worked so hard for it, now it's failing, I try it again, it can mean that you are just wasting lifetime. Can happen.
When you do that, when you go through, when you live the path of warrior, there is no mind. There is just a belief, there is just a know, I know. The key is decide to do something and do that. You will realize that that there is no mind, and there is the thinking about, thinking behind, thinking around. It's just a servant. The thinking, the mind is a servant, and it's a, how to say, not just a servant, something you can use, but it's bad when the servant is your boss. You know, the fire is a good when you know how to use that, and it's a bad when the fire use yourself to, like, especially in a fighting, emotions use you to go hard. Yeah, your uncontrolled mind, because then you are the servant of your mind, not just to be a boss of your mind. And to be a boss of your mind, you have to go to the emptiness, to the void, as much as you can, to understand on the deepest level that the mind don't exist. The ego don't exist. So live the true life, not some fake.
Most anything you do, you're going to go through 98% of the thing, and you're really only going to grow the last 2%. Like it takes, and the better you get, the longer it takes to get to that point that you're truly growing. That's why the last mile is always the hardest, is because you did all that for this last little bit.
Because I believe in my way of the warrior, in my path of the martial arts.
Like to get to that last mile, and if you don't push through that and finish strong, like you're cheating yourself essentially. Like that's your grand opportunity, right? That last mile is your grand opportunity. That's your grand opportunity to leave everything that you have on that course. You know, and if you don't, first of all, you need to anticipate it. It's coming. And when it gets there, you need to be ready for it, and you need to make that decision to finish strong through that last mile, because that's where you're growing. That's the pivotal moment.
I believe that you can choose your destiny, you can choose your targets, you can choose everything in your life, to be in a one with the life, to achieve these goals easily, straightly, clearly, with a clear mind. Yeah, there is a few rules. So, and you have to follow the life rules to fulfill your life meaning, life path. To be honest, to be heartful, to be courage, to keep your mind peace, especially to keep calm your mind in all the situations. Like I spoke about the nature, mind in the point of zero. Yeah, be honest, be loyal to your way. Yeah, especially to be honest to yourself especially, to be honest. Then you can be honest to the world and do the things with the courage, not with the fear. Maybe sometimes it's the fear, the good energy to do something, because it will keep you in the corner so long that you don't have another choice to just go through. But to be courage means to live the present moment, whatever is before you, to stay still and do what's right, whatever it is. So everybody knows these rules, and it's the rules of the soul. I realized that I really want to be a fighter. I don't want to have a back plan or some plan B or plan whatever. No, I want to be who I want to be. And then I realized I want to achieve that. Losses gave us like the biggest lessons. Yeah, losses, lessons, injuries, all these things is just showing us like some teaching. Yeah, and we have to understand that teaching. You know that the right way is the hardest way. Act like that every day. You have to, because this is the rule of your heart. Because you feel that, and you can't do against that. Maybe your mind will keep you, no, please, let's sleep a little bit. No, you have to go. You know what you have to do. Yeah, this is it. This is the way. This is the way. Like I said, every time life gives you the opportunity to learn and change something. And it was about the present moment, to be here and now all the time.
The main theme of this video was being a warrior. So people like Jiří, Xiang Yi, Chad, I believe they all have the warrior in them, and I believe that you all have the warrior in you. We associate being a warrior with like violence and being strong and being tough, and that is true. And I think that everyone has to do that. That can be mentally, physically. We all have battles we're fighting every day. But the other side of being a warrior is being still. And I think it was Naval, I can't remember his last name, but Naval, people might know who he is. He was on Joe Rogan, and he says that, we should be like lions. We rest, and then when the moment comes, then we attack. And so I think being a warrior is also about stillness. And so we all know things in our lives that we need to get done, and they can seem too big, too scary. And sometimes it's just because we haven't actually viewed them from a third person perspective. So I want you guys to think of something in your life that you need to tackle, that you need to take on. I'll do the same, and take 5 minutes out of your day, probably in the morning would be the best, and just be still. Just whatever comes to your mind about that certain topic, and think about it. Think about how it makes you feel. Think about the potential steps in order to remove that from your life or to gain that in your life. Another practical thing I want you guys to do is gratitude. So instead of doing this in the morning, I mean, you can do this in the morning, but let's be more practical, and let's do this at night, and think of 5 things that you're grateful for. Again, be still, take 5 minutes, and really truly think about things that you're grateful for. And that can be useful actually before the end of the day, before you go to bed, because a lot of times it's you've reached a threshold of the day of too much things in your head, and it's good to sit down and think about things that you're grateful for. But I hope you guys are enjoying the videos. I love making them, and I hope you're all doing good. I hope you're all smashing things in your life, tackling obstacles that you need to overcome. I think that just remember that no matter how hard it gets, that you can be one choice away from breaking through that. You know, in the last interview it was about letting go, and that can also be the case, but also just remember, man, like, you know, we've only got one life. Don't take life too seriously. Don't forget to laugh. You know what I mean? I might not sound that energetic, it's just my character, but like, you know, like, as crazy as life can get, just sometimes, like last night I went for a 10K run and I felt great afterwards, right? No matter what's going on in the mind, you can still do something. And, you know, don't take life too seriously, because life's not that serious. So, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. More to come. Also, don't forget to subscribe to the Mulligan Brothers main channel. We release documentaries, usually once a week. Like and share those videos. Subscribe to Mulligan Brothers interviews. That's my brother Jordan. He's always doing all the interviews and making great content there. And then also subscribe to the Everyday Stoic, my other brother William, where he teaches Stoicism. So if you're interested in that, he's also released a book, so make sure you go and get it. And yeah, have a great day. Remember to have a great day.